Hi, I'm Lois Barris at KZGN-TV, and this is Ridgecrest Talk. And today I'm talking with Randy and Christina, who are, well, they're not both members, but they're a part of the American Legion, and I'm going to let them to explain it to you in just a minute. Randy is, you have a job in the Legion?
No, I'm a member of the American Legion.
Okay.
And we actually represent the American Legion Writers.
Oh, okay.
And we're a program within the American Legion.
A program within it.
Correct.
Yeah,
we have to be members, in Christina's case, she's in the auxiliary, and I'm in the Legion itself.
And the auxiliary and the Legion come together and do this program with your bikes?
Correct, yeah. It's a group that we set up. In fact, our chapter here in Ridgecrest, we set up a year ago. We just celebrated our 1-year anniversary.
All right.
But the American Legion Writers is a national program.
Oh, is it?
And then each state has their own writer programs, and then each post that decides they want a writer program will then set up a chapter. And that's what we are. We're the Ridgecrest chapter of the American Legion Writers.
Do they call you and say, how do I do this?
No, in our case, we stood up on ourselves, by ourselves.
Okay.
There's a group of us that we
neat.
decided that we wanted to have a program, the American Legion Writers, here in Ridgecrest. We started out with 7 people. Both Christina and I are charter members.
All right.
And then we've grown and we're up to 35 members now.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, golly. And you are what with the writers? What, you have a job?
I'm the public affairs officer.
Okay, well that's a big job.
Yeah,
so you get your face out there a lot and talk to people?
Yep.
That's
great. It's actually, you know, some of the things that I do is organize events like the one we're getting ready to hold. I held the one last year, or helped organize the one last year. Okay. And that's actually how we got our word out. When the original plans for the Remembering Our Fallen came, it was in January last year when it was first unveiled at the Reagan Memorial, or the Reagan Library.
Okay.
And I sat there and taught. At the time, it was a Patriot Group Writers. I'm both, he's both, so we have Patriot Guard Writers, but this is an American Legion Writer function. At the time,
so you have some of the same people on both groups?
Yes.
Obviously, if you're with both of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so the Patriot Guard Writers went down, and I saw this exhibit, and met some of the Gold Star families, and said, I talked to the group, Randy, and I said, what do you guys think of me bringing it to Ridgecrest?
That was so cool, people. A lot of folks out there saw that.
Yes.
Wow.
And so we found out how much it would cost and started organizing the poker run. At the same time, Randy said, hey, I'm going to get a writer club going. And then it just developed into an event that the American Legion Writers hold now every year.
All right. Oh, that's great. So now are there still 2? There's Patriots and American Legion Writers?
Mm-hmm.
And both of them are invited to everything, or?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. But it's just a way you register the people to be?
Well, to be a Patriot Guard writer, you can drive a car, bicycle, whatever.
Oh, okay.
You're representing the families of the fallen.
I gotcha.
Whether it be a veteran that's deceased of old age or an active duty that has died on the field.
Oh, okay.
We escort them to their final resting place in most cases.
Neat. Oh, that is so cool. Yeah, when my husband died, I had 2 little sailors. That's all I got. I wish it had been around then. That would have been so nice. But they were good because we couldn't find anybody.
Yeah.
And they got these 2 guys to come.
It's our way to honor their service.
It's really nice. I really like that. You can tell me a little bit about the American Legion. A lot of people know that it's a veteran thing, but what do you have to do to join it?
Well, it depends. There's actually, we call it the American Legion family.
Okay.
Just for the Legion itself are the veterans.
Mm-hmm.
So anybody who's served can come in and join. All they got to show is their DD-214 to prove that they served, and they can join.
Okay.
The auxiliary, like which Christine is, you don't have to be a veteran, just have someone within your family that has served and was eligible to be in the American Legion.
Oh, okay. And they don't have to be living?
No.
Okay.
They can have passed.
Okay.
And then the third one that we have is what's called the Sons of the American Legion.
Oh, yeah?
And that is anybody whose father or mother in this case was in the Legion, then they can be as well.
Oh, that's
so
neat.
The American Legion Writers, we draw from all 3.
Okay. Well, that's good.
So yeah.
So if y'all wanted to be a writer, they have to be a member or auxiliary to be an American Legion writer?
You have to be a member of either the Legion, the Auxiliary, or the Sons to be a
Okay.
rider.
Okay.
And the other stipulation, obviously, you have to own a motorcycle.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
A little hard to ride. I've got 2 in my garage. But
Yep.
oh, well. That's so cool. And then you do all these neat things, like you did the escort of all that stuff on.
The Remembering Our Fallen,
Right.
we did escort it. We
That was wonderful.
brought it back from, we actually went all the way down to San Diego
Oh, wow.
and did the whole ride all the way up. And when we got to Kramer Junction, there was just this huge group of motorcycles.
Really?
And, you know, how many did we have? I think,
It was,
what's
I
that?
think it was just south of 60.
Yeah. So the national record is in Nebraska, and I think they said they had 72 bikes.
You guys are close.
We are going to beat it this year.
That's part of the public person's
Yep, that's
job. Get those other 12 or
but
whatever you need.
it was an amazing thing to see. I was up near the front, but seeing the pictures from the cars behind, they actually you could see the long line. It goes down the hill, and there's just nothing but motorcycles that
Wouldn't that be
came
nifty to
up.
watch? I loved it when you got to the city hall.
Yes.
And you could watch them going around. That was great. I started counting, but I started counting too late. So I didn't realize how many you had, but they were everywhere.
Yeah.
And when they just parked, they filled up that whole little street there.
Yeah,
So
it was an honor to do that.
that was beautiful. And all the people that were in it were just emotionally into it. I mean, it was something that they really wanted to do and take part in, and helped the town get into it too. So
And this is
that
what
was
we're hoping
wonderful.
for this year as well. And this is one of the reasons why we're here. Is this coming Saturday? Is we're holding our fundraiser, and it's turning into an annual event.
Okay.
Because we are bringing the Remember the Fallen wall back here at Ridgecrest, so it'll be available during the 9/11 ceremonies again.
right.
So
And
this-
the Parade of 1,000 Flags.
and the Parade of 1,000 Flags, but it doesn't come free. You know,
Yeah.
and bringing it here costs some money. So we're holding the Polka Run,
Okay.
and it's going to be this Saturday. Registration starts at 10.
Yep.
Yeah, 10. And then it's going to be a 138-mile trip,
Oh, how fun.
and then ending back at the American Legion, and then we're going to have dinner, raffle prizes, and 50-50.
Okay, hang on to that because we're
All
going to
right.
go into that a little bit more in just a minute. We're going to take a break and do a few paying our bills. And then we'll be back in about 2 minutes. Hang in there with us, people. Okay, you're back with Lois and Randy and Christina, and we were talking about the riders, American Legion riders, and some of the offshoots of what they do. Randy had started talking to us a little bit about this weekend. Let's go back and cover that a little bit more and then get into it. Maybe we should go back, Christina, and talk about what you guys did last year.
Okay, so
Would that work?
Yeah. Last year, we held the Polka Run. It was kind of our inauguration thing for the American Legion Riders. We, you know, the newspapers were wonderful. Daily Independent, the News Review, and the Swap Sheet actually printed our ad for free, so the word got out there.
And I know Tom did here too, didn't he? Didn't he give you some free advertising?
I think so.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's cool.
And you know, it was in June last year, 113 degrees, and we're thinking
makes
we're
me
not
hot to
going to
think
do
about
well
it.
at all this year.
What have I done?
Yeah. Well, we had 75 motorcycles show up
In June.
in June,
How
Yep.
neat.
and we even had riders from Lancaster show
For
up
your poker run.
for this Polka Run.
Neat.
And so you did the route, and it was a lot of fun. The establishments you said, come back again. You're more than welcome to come back. Came back, and we had raffles, you know, and 50-50, you know, food, and all said and done, we raised over $4,000.
That's big.
That
That's
is-
great. And the first time out.
First time out.
That's awesome.
That is how much support this exhibit has gotten in Ridgecrest. And I was floored. I didn't think I could do anything that big.
Well, you don't go into it thinking that.
No.
Really.
And
But then this is such a military-based group of people that
Yes.
they start by looking into those sorts of things, I
Right.
think.
Yes.
And there's a lot of writers here, too, in
yes,
town.
there
There
is.
are.
And then we pick up you pick up. You went out of town and did some advertising too, then, or did
Yeah,
they just...
we advertised in Lancaster. There's a American Legion chapter out there that supports us, and we advertised in Lake Isabella, who also support us. They actually came. Some of them from Lake Isabella came.
Wow.
And it was an excellent turnout. At the time, the cost to bring the exhibit was $1,000.
Yeah, okay.
So the $3,000 actually went. There was a VA or a veterans hospital that wanted to bring it in, but they didn't have the money.
Oh.
So it was the founders actually donated the $1,000 from our contributions so it could go there for those veterans.
Oh, isn't that neat? Oh,
And
that is
then
great.
anything above and beyond that goes towards financing because each state has its own exhibit.
Oh.
So California, when you see that wall, it's just California.
I noticed when it came in, it was all
Right.
California.
It's just California. Well, there's still some states that don't. I think they're up to 27 states now. So obviously with 50, they have a ways to go. So any money raised above and beyond goes towards another state in the development of their exhibit.
Oh.
And I think that's an excellent cause.
It is, and it's worth working hard to
Yeah.
get that out
Yes.
there. That's great. So that was last year, and you're in process of organizing for this year?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Have you started raising money and doing that sort of thing? or-
Believe it or not, we've had people already give us checks.
Isn't that neat?
It is really, really cool. They said, we really want to support it. I can't make it that day. How much is a hand? Well, it's $20. Here's $20.
All right.
The cost to bring it this year is $1,500.
Wow.
And
okay.
actually, we do have a donation that covers that.
So you know that you're going to get it. There's no
Right.
chance of not getting it. That's
Right.
good.
And so now it's just, we really want to support the other states. We want to be able that if there's another organization that wants to do it, they can have that exhibit given. It is Ridgecrest right now, last year, had one Ridgecrest resident on that exhibit. And this year, I believe there's 2 more added.
Really.
For 3.
So we have a total of 3 for
And the California board with
Yeah.
the
for the California Board for Ridgecrest. So when we come here, that's the unfortunate thing about this exhibit, because it's after for remembering everyone that's died since 9/11, in the global war of terror. This wall will never stop. It will continue to grow as people die in active duty,
Wow. Wow.
and that's actually kind of the heartbreaking part of
That
it.
is the hard. It was hard for me to go through.
But the
But it
thing
was so
is,
beautiful.
man does not die until he is forgotten, and this actually it memorializes their sacrifice for what they're doing for us.
For us, for our country, and us, our freedom.
Yes.
Yes, that's amazing. And now, want to talk about what we're doing now, or do we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, unfortunately, due to my motorcycle accident, my advertising has been really, down.
Okay. So anybody out there that wants to advertise or do something with these guys, do you have a phone number or somewhere? They go to the
At this
Legion?
point right now, the advertising is and the collection of donations is pretty much done.
Okay.
We're at this stage now. We're going to set it up. What we do is we encourage people to come out, and it's not a motorcycle-only event.
That's real important to know because I thought it was.
No, it's
Okay.
Polka Run is open to everybody, no matter
Okay.
what you drive.
Okay.
Car, van, truck, motorcycle. It's open to everybody.
Okay.
So what we are really encouraging people is to come out on Saturday.
Come out where?
Come out to the American Legion, and that's
Okay.
where it's going to start. Registration
Okay.
starts at 10, goes to 11. And then go ahead and make the ride or the drive, whatever you're in. The route after you leave the American Legion goes to the general store in Randsburg, Astro Burger in Kramer Junction, the American Legion in Cal City,
Wow.
Indian Wells Valley Brewery, and then back to the American Legion.
Okay.
So it's a 138-mile loop trip.
You got 5 stops?
There's
or-
5
Five
stops,
stops,
Yeah.
and the
cars.
way a Polka Run works is anybody who comes in and buys a hand gets a piece of paper that has all the cards of a deck laid out on it.
Okay.
At each stop they go to, they draw a card, and then they stamp whatever that card is, and then they put the card
Okay,
back in
I'm
the
going to
deck.
get a card and you're going to give it to me, and then you're going to take my sheet and stamp it that
Correct.
it's yours, or mine, or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
so after all 5 stops, you're going to have drawn 5 different cards.
I got it.
And
Which
then
gives you a poker hand.
And then so it gives you a
There you
poker
go.
hand.
Okay.
So then when you come back to the American Legion, we're going to give the option for a donation to exchange one of your cards.
Ah.
Hopefully to better your hand.
Okay.
And then at the end of it, we have 2 prizes, the high and low hand. Obviously, the best poker hand wins, and
Okay.
it's a cash prize. And then you got the low hand. The person with the worst hand gets a consolidation cash prize
Oh, that's
as well.
kind of cool. I like that.
But the poker hand comes with a meal, and
Okay.
we're barbecuing some brisket. So they'll
Okay,
have,
hang on to that thought.
Okay.
We're going to go away
Talk
again
about
for
food.
about 2 minutes,
Yeah.
and we'll be right back, and we'll go into this a little bit more depth.
Sounds good.
Okay, thank you. Okay, we're back with Christina and Randy and Lois, and we're talking about this weekend's poker run that is sponsored by the American Legion Riders, or put on by, I don't know what called sponsored, but probably.
We're putting it on.
Yeah, okay. So they're going to be putting this on, and one of the things that I thought was very important that Randy said last time, you don't have to have a motorcycle to become a
Correct.
part of this. And this is the fundraiser for,
The Remembering Our Fallen exhibit.
that will come in,
It will be here in September. Pop quiz.
okay.
It'll be here over
It'll be-
9/11.
It will
yeah.
be here for the Parade of 1,000 Flags.
Oh, okay.
It will be here for the 9/11 Vigil. So,
Okay.
but it'll be here for 2 weeks. So there'll be plenty
Okay.
of time. City of Ridgecrest is going to ensure the doors are open. We had people from Barstow come see it.
Yeah.
You know, so
There was some people in there from Northern California when I went in. I can't remember where they were from.
Right, and we're saying in there it's going to be in the Kerr-McGee Center.
yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's right. We all out there. It's going to be in the Kerr-McGee Center.
Yeah.
Easy for me to say. But poker run. He was telling us that you sign up at 10
Yeah, the registration starts at 10.
at the American Legion
Yeah.
on Inyakern Road.
Correct.
Okay. You just give them your money.
Right.
Okay.
When people come in, and you can buy multiple hands. You don't have
Oh,
to be
okay.
just one hand. But it's $20 for a hand.
Okay.
And then each additional hand is $15.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
you can when you're on the trip, you can play multiple hands.
Okay. That'd be kind of fun.
So you do that, and then like I said, we go through the 5 stops, come back. After it's over, and we got all the riders back, and because the one thing that we do have for anybody on a motorcycle, we do have a support truck with a trailer.
Oh, that's good.
So
Yeah.
if somebody happens to break down,
They're not gonna be stuck
They're
out
not
there.
going to be stuck. We're going to come get you with the trailer and get you back.
Perfect.
So
Okay.
but once everybody's back, then we're going to have a dinner, raffle prizes.
Dinner included with your.
It's
Din-
included with your hand.
Right,
yeah.
dinner's
Okay.
included.
Okay.
So
Well, that's a good deal.
Yep.
I've eaten out
You know,
there.
but
Good
even if
food
you
out
don't want to
there.
do the poker run, you know,
Yeah.
come in, do the raffle, and you can
And
buy.
that'd be approximately what time, you think?
We decided
we're cutting it off, I believe, at 2.
yes.
The run is we no more cards are accepted after 2.
Okay, so you're going to start out, did you say like
Starts at 10.
at 10, but that's registration. Can they
Yeah.
go as
well,
many?
as soon as they register, they can go.
Okay, so I come in, give you my $20, and you could say take off.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
You
I
know?
just dropped my ears. Oh, no, okay. Anyway, well,
So-
that's neat. So then I can take off and go do whatever in my car or my motorcycle or
Right.
my whatever truck and pick up all my hands. And when I get a hand, it's got all the numbers on it. And each stop, they stamp the number that I
Stamp it.
have.
Yep.
So I can't lose that paper.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
But then when you get back, then you're going to go in and have a meal.
Yep.
And then have all your door prizes and all that stuff.
Yes.
So if I decided that at 2 or 2:30 I wanted to come to the dinner or the lunch or the raffles, could I do that?
Yes.
Okay. Would you take like money at the door for that or?
Yeah, and
Okay.
it's and I'm wanting to say I can't remember. I think it's $5 for an extra dinner. So if you just come in without doing the
Without doing anything prior to
without
that?
doing anything prior, you come in, you can buy a dinner ticket.
Okay.
And then the raffle tickets as well.
All right.
Yeah,
and
we're
sure.
not going to turn anybody away.
Well, that's good, especially if they'll buy raffle tickets.
Yeah.
That's cool. And then you have, or somebody has gone out there and drummed up a lot of raffle items.
Yes, we have.
Okay.
Fry's has donated a AR-15.
No, it's
Oh.
an AR-15 lower and a 22 rifle.
Yeah.
And then we had a private donation of another 22 rifle.
All right. So
Yeah.
some good stuff out there. Yeah.
The Charlon the Ford
Yeah.
dealership has donated 2 oil changes. So we're receiving a lot of support
Nice
from local
stuff,
businesses.
too.
Yep.
And we have even our military, the VX9 out there has given us what we call swag bag.
Oh yeah.
The Army has given us a swag bag.
How cool.
So we have, we're even getting support from the military and divisions out here.
Pretty
so it's
nice.
actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one thing I want to make sure is 100% of these donations are going to the Remember the Fallen.
Okay.
Yes.
So any of the donations made, raffle ticket prizes, all of that money is going to the Remember the
You're
Fallen.
not keeping any of it.
We are
for
not
anything.
keeping any of it. Now, this
Okay.
isn't for us. This is to support the National Foundation.
So the Legion then is sponsoring you with the dinner? Or
No,
you guys are paying for that.
We're paying for the dinner.
Okay.
That's going to be covered in part of the poker hand
Oh,
money
the
that we
$20
receive. Yeah,
pay for that. Okay.
that's going to pay for that.
I
But,
get it.
Any of the proceeds we make outside of what covering our costs,
I see what you're
is going
saying.
to be donated.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
And you expect how many?
Well, we have 70, like I said, 75
Right.
bikes. And this is cooler weather. But
Hope
there's
it
a prediction of rain.
maintains. Oh,
I'm
no
like,
kidding?
No.
No.
So,
we beg for rain, and then when it comes, no. Yeah.
but if the weather's good, we anticipate more simply because the weather will be much nicer. Now, doing it at the end of June last year, 113. Those guys.
That was a little too hot.
They believed in the cause when they made the ride, despite the heat.
Oh yeah.
So now
definitely.
we're hoping that we people who we wanted to do it, but it was too hot.
It's too hot.
Now
yeah.
it's like this is a good time of year, and it'll be nice.
No reason
Hopefully
not to do
no
it.
rain.
A nice event for Saturday.
Yes.
Yeah, that's great. So it'll be this Saturday, May 7th,
Yes.
10 o'clock at the American Legion.
Yes.
Okay, bring your money and
Bring
your
lots of money. Lots and lots of money.
and buy raffle tickets. What are you gonna
Right.
What are you gonna charge for your raffle tickets?
The typical standard,
Five.
Right.
the
Six for five or $1 a
and
piece.
things like that.
Okay.
Now because
And
we
then
do
there's a 50-50, so it's the same thing.
right now for the grand prizes, we are going to charge a little bit more for those.
Okay, we've rolled down to just about a minute. So anything that's real important, I need you to get it out now. Do they need to call you or just
No,
show up?
just
Just show
show
up.
up.
Okay.
Yeah, bring your car, bring your kids. This is, you can buy hands. This isn't a 21 or over thing. It's to raise money, to bring something to Ridgecrest, and hopefully get it out to the other states so that people
That would be
who
great.
sacrifice their lives will never
Will
be
be
forgotten.
noticed and never forgotten. That's just remarkable. And we appreciate you guys so much for doing this. It's just, it takes your heart, but then you feel that to begin with or you wouldn't be there where you are. So that's really great. So this Saturday, everybody has something to do and no excuses. You don't have to have a motorcycle. You just need a vehicle of some sort to get you around. And we will be hopefully seeing you out there. I hope you got lots
Yep.
and lots of people.
Yep.
Okay, well, thank you for coming.
Well, thank you for having us.
And hopefully we'll be seeing you again when the exhibit starts to come closer.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll
let's
sit there
do
and I'll
that.
say, so-and-so didn't show up, and so-and-so didn't show up. So
Okay, guys, you better be there. Christina's on your back. Okay, thank you very much, and I'll see you next week.
Thanks.
thanks.